Hey guys, just want to make a quick video here going over the top 5 Marksman Hunter items that you should pick up in patch 9.1. Jump in, let's go ahead and get started with number 5, Tormented Rag Fragment. This is a trinket that's going to drop from Painsmith Rasnal. It'll drop at eye level 226 in normal, 239 in heroic, and 252 in mythic. And it gives you a passive that your damaging abilities will have a chance to deal additional shadow damage as a dot. If that target dies under this effect, they will leave behind a soul which you can pick up for a small amount of crit. Now, this isn't our best in slot trinket, but this is a really solid trinket to get your hands on early. It's going to be really good for progression. The damage is nice. The crit, it's not that great, but the passive damage is really what you're looking for with this one. Moving on, we're going to number 4, Inscrutable Quantum Device. This is a trinket that drops from the other side. It drops at eye level. Well, it can be dropped at eye level 252 from the Great Vault. However, you can also farm this from the other side and level it up yourself. It won't get all the way to 252. We believe it's going to be 246. It's going to cost you Valor to upgrade. Optimally, this can do a lot of things, but optimally it grants you 800 of one of your highest 2 secondary stats, or extends the duration of Heroism and Bloodlust. Suboptimally, it heals a low health ally, gives mana to a low mana ally, cleanses you of a crowd control, does execute damage, summons minion to taunt. So there's a lot of things this thing can do. You want the secondary stats optimally, or for it to extend Bloodlust, obviously. Those are the best 2 things that you can get. But it's kind of a flip. There's weak ores out there that I will link in the description. However, they're not perfect, so expect errors. But keep that in mind. We're going to move on. Number 3. This is an item that you should pick up. Wakeners Frond. It only drops at eye level 220 from World Quest in Ardenwell, Command Table from any Covenant, or Ardenwell Calling Loot. Once again, from any Covenant, as long as it's the Ardenwell mission. It's eye level 220 at the highest, as I said. Passive effect gives you 773 haste for 12 seconds, and it lines up on a 2-minute cooldown with True Shot. What this means is you can get an extra aim shot in for every True Shot, which is very, very powerful. While it's not our highest eye level trinket, it won't give you the most amount of agility, but what it will do, that extra haste, will more than make up for it. You're talking probably the highest semming trinket of all trinkets for Marksman Hunter, so this is definitely something you want to look out for and keep your eyes on when you get to Ardenwell, when that Ardenwell World Quest comes up. Number 2, we've got Relic of the Frozen Wastes. This trinket comes from Kel'Thuzad, drops at 226, 239, and 252. Passive effect is your attacks are going to have a chance to deal frost damage on hit, and eventually, once you stack it up with Frozen Heart and it applies Frozen Heart to an enemy, you can call a Nerubian down to ambush that enemy. And not only does that Nerubian hit your target, but it hits everyone in the path to your target, meaning this can be one of the highest and best AoE trinkets that you can have. Moving on to number 1, I think you all know what's coming. It's Railshillar Death's Whisper. This is a 2-handed weapon, drops from Sylvanas Windrunner. It's a bow. It's eye level 226, 239, and 259, and heroic. And it sims 500 DPS higher than the 233 Veld Market weapon, which has a passive. This passive ability, the active ability on this is actually you gain a new ability called Wailing Arrow, which is an AoE silence that deals damage on par with about an aim shot. This is very, very strong, great AoE damage. Expect this to be your go-to weapon. It's also legendary, so I think it's very intended for this to be your go-to weapon. You can get your hands on it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I really appreciate you watching to the end, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out.